The Volquest 2-minute drill is brought to you by Craven Wings.
Alongside Brent Hubbs, I'm Austin Price for the 2-minute drill on this Monday. Craven Wings, 3 locations: Maryville, Choteau, and of course Seymour. Brent, you hear Josh Heupel? Once again, we're going to see that number 3 Tide rolling, and we're going to give him a big hug because we're embracing the moment.
Yeah,
and I think that it worked against Florida. Why not now?
Well, and don't change who you are, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I know you make fun of me, but you be you, okay? And I mean, that's what Tennessee needs to do. Keep doing what they've been doing, and what they've been doing is they've been embracing this, and they've not gotten tight. They've not altered their schedule. They've not done this, that, or that. And I think that's smart for Tennessee moving forward to get ready for this week and what's going to be a wild week in Knoxville.
Very complimentary of Will Anderson. Obviously, he's the best player in college football, or if not one of the best. Hendon Hooker's got to know where he's got to be at all times.
Yeah, and Hendon Hooker said that today. He said, I've got to be totally aware of where Will Anderson is. Obviously, they had the one major bust on Saturday right before the half that led to Hendon Hooker getting hit really hard. You got to avoid those things. You got to clean that stuff up, make sure your protections are good. Running backs are going to have to find them. Alabama blitzed Will Anderson a lot in that Texas A&M game. How much do they come after that way? How do they play? Do they overload to one side? You know, B.J. Olajari did not line up on the left tackle. He lined up on Darnell Wright all game long, and Darnell Wright handled him. Will Anderson's going to move around, so that's going to give a test to that left side, and we'll see what that left side looks like. Is that Jeremiah Crawford? Is that Dane Davis? Is that Gerald Mincey? What does that look like on Saturday?
Yeah, J.J. did really well in run blocking. Tennessee, of course, ran for 263. Talking about Alabama's defensive line, let's flip it to Tennessee's defensive line. Coach Heupel very complimentary of the work that Rodney Garner and that defensive line has gotten done. Whether it be Dominic Bailey or Bryson Eason or DJ Terry, a lot of guys that maybe didn't have a lot of experience coming into the year making plays.
Yeah, and I think the best thing that Rodney Garner is doing, and this goes back to the Pittsburgh game, he's the one coach who said, I'm going to play a bunch of people, and has gone out and done it. They're playing 12 defensive linemen a game. He didn't play anybody over 55 snaps at the defensive line position in the LSU win. He's getting production from a lot of different guys. He's spot dutying guys as best he can along the way, and that group's getting better. They're playing faster. They're playing on angles and edges better. Different challenge this week. This is a running back. They haven't faced a running back like this in Jahmyr Gibbs. Tackling going to be at a premium. Can they get in the backfield? Can they be as successful against the run with tackles for loss as they were against Pittsburgh and as they were against Florida and as they were against LSU?
As for injuries, he said Gerald Mincey will be available this week after not being available last week. That's an early declaration for him in the week. And then, Cedric Tillman, he said they had the surgery for this game. They targeted this game. We'll continue to see how much work he gets in throughout the week and continue to see how much he improves because, again, you did the surgery to try to get him back for this specific game. We're now to that week. Where's he at? It feels like he's made some progress, but has he made the ultimate progress? Coach Heupel said that's up to the medical team and said.
Yeah, and I think that's an end-of-the-week decision. I don't think this is playing coy. I don't think this is a situation where somebody's trying to divert the opponent to thinking something else. I think this is a clear, let's see where he's at on Thursday and see how much he can do on Thursday and Friday. I don't think Seth has to have a ton of reps and a ton of practice to get ready to play. Conditioning could be an issue, but I think he obviously knows and has enough of a rapport with Hendon Hooker that missing a couple of weeks doesn't mess up their chemistry, might mess up the amount of reps he could play. And then, of course, everybody's waiting to see what happens with Jalen McCullough as the week goes along. Josh Heupel and the staff still gathering information from that situation that occurred last night.
He is Brent Hubbs. I'm Austin Price. Craven Wings 2-minute drill on Monday.
When you're craving wings, it's got to be Craven Wings. Online at cravenwings.com.